Howdy everybody, welcome back again. It looks like we have just a couple things left to do here, and the very first thing that we're going to fix is a bug with the interact checker. So if we open up the interact checker, which needs to be cleaned up, and we go to the cube, and we look for visible, compile and save, and now we play the game, we can see the interact checker is there, but when we go to the character select and we select different characters, you can see that it's changing sizes. That's going to be an issue if you are going from like a 64 pixel character to a 256 pixel character. It's going to make that interact checker huge. So let's leave this visible for now, just to demonstrate, and then we'll turn it back to invisible. Placement position is the placement position for your interact checker, and it's parented to the sprite, which we are changing the size of here. So to fix this problem, grab your placement position, drag it up to capsule component, and parent it to that instead. Compile and save, and now when you hit play and you go to your character select, it stays the same size all the time. So let's make that invisible again, compile and save, and the next issue we were having is, where is it? Let's open up level 2, get rid of that search, maps, 2D Sidescroller, maps, save selected, and if we go into level 2, this is the issue that we're having. We are spawning an NPC right here, and if we spawn it on top of the quest giver, I think that is. What is that? Checkpoint. Then it's going to trigger the checkpoint. I believe that's the way it worked in my that's the way it worked in a game that I was working on. So to simulate this, let's go to main menu, save selected, play, let's choose our character, start the game, and now if we run over here and we trigger that spawn, where did it go? Was I on the wrong level? Maps. I was looking for level 1. Sorry guys. Like I said, I'm a little bit rusty with this project. It's been a while. So cope with me. On level 1 here. So if we play here, I think the lift triggers it, but I could be wrong. Where is that bug at? I know I saw one here. We have to make the NPCs use tags. That's the short of it. Because somewhere in here...
Hey, bye. Hey, bye. Hey, bye.
Huh. I wonder where it went.
How are you? See you later. Hello.
Alrighty, so I guess we're gonna hold off on tags for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll this up. If you see any bugs... Oh, let's adjust the bullet speed right quick. So if we go to blueprints, attack damage, ranged, let's open up our projectiles. This one is the kunai. It's way too heavy. Let's do 0.1 on the gravity scale. Let's do 300 initial speed and 400 max speed. That should give it... and 500 max speed. That should give it a pretty solid launch. Compile and save. Alright, so let's turn off our mobile HUD so we can keep our mouse. Compile and save. And now we want maps, main menu, so we can select our characters again. Delete save. Start game. So there's a bug that needs to be fixed. What's happening is the kunai is acting as an actor, and when you fall down here, it spawns you back up here. That's what's going on with that. So with that out of the way, it was just a hair slow. So let's open this up. We should probably go ahead and do tags with projectile movement. With the bullets, just so they don't do the same. Let's do 500 and 600 maximum. That's much better. Compile and save. And with our other characters, let's go into blueprints, attack damage, ranged, projectile 3. Which one is this? This is the fireball. Let's make this one gravity 0, 600, 600, compile and save. And the last one is going to be player projectile. This is a bullet, so let's do projectile movement. Let's do 800 on this. Compile and save. That should all work out just fine. So, next, let's, we're probably gonna have to give the enemies all tags. That seems like it would be the best route. Let's do int enemy. know what? Here is a better way for now. Let's go to compile and save. Let's go to well, this is part of the level, so it's going to be really difficult to do. And then we have to update all the levels if we do it that way. So maps. What I'm debating is on the level blueprint, we could... Sorry about that, there's somebody outside of my van. On the level blueprint, we could go through each level and open up the level blueprint. And on the... Where is it? Level blueprint. There it is. So we're looking for the on event begin overlap. This is it. Let's go through each level. And does player have tag? I forget the name of it. Let's do it like this. I had trouble remembering this the first time. Alrighty. We're not typing does player have tag, it's actor has tag. Derp. The tag we're looking for is Kyrie. And then we're going to add a bool and a branch, and if it does have that tag, at that point we want to teleport. And in theory that should have fixed it. Did. Cool. So next. So next we're going to need to check for tags on... Next we need to... Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's copy this, compile and save. Now we want to go to all the other levels and do the same thing. And again, this is something that's going to be in the update. It's not anything that you have to worry about. Open level blueprint. Why is it doing that? What's going on? And just for the repetitive learners, before I pause this and we start working out the kunai tags with the enemies, then actor has tag. Our main character's tag name is Kyrie. And we're gonna need a branch, because if that tag exists, then and only then do we want to continue with the teleport on the Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and go update 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Now that that's all done, let's go back to our level 1 where our enemies are at. And what's the next deal? We should probably do the same thing for the checkpoint. Do the same thing for the coin blueprint, the health blueprint, the sign, the merchant, the quest givers, and the portal, the level loader. So let's pull all this right back over here. Pretty straightforward. On begin event overlap, paste here. If it was overlapped with the Kyrie tag, which is our main character, then and only then will we go forward with everything. That will fix some surprise event interact. So we're gonna go ahead and check for that tag here. And if it's true, then go forward with it. And just for safe measure, we don't really need to do it here because it's checking the quest screen anyways, but just because. So if it's true and the quest screen is open, then that's good. It will function. And on the merchant, we need to check it both here and here. And paste. So if this is true, Kyrie has interacted, then we go forward. And if this is true, Kyrie has ended the overlap, then we go forward. And on the sign, let's check it here. If Kyrie has interacted, then go forward. And if Kyrie has ended the overlap, then go forward with that function. Compile and save. Health. We are checking to make sure that the player has overlapped us, which would be Kyrie. Compile and save, because we don't want a coin or health if an NPC has overlapped it. So that's why we're checking for tags. Compile and save, and also the save point. If there's an enemy that has overlapped this actor, then we don't want to save the game. We only want to save if the player wants to save, of course. Oops. My bad. Compile and save. And now on the bullets, this should be the last one. I can't decide if I want to make the, I don't mean to stumble, I can't decide if I want to make the NPC check for the bullet tag, or if I want to make the bullet itself check for a tag and go forward. On ranged, projectile. I guess it would be a lot easier if we just add a tag to the projectile itself. But then I also have to add a tag for the melee damage. That would make sense. I'm gonna pause this while I brainstorm a bit, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Alrighty guys, I have made a mistake, once again, that have been corrected with these, but I'll show you what I did. So, if the other actor has the tag of Kyrie, then we want to go forward. So I'm going to go through and correct all of this. Most of it has already been done. And, of course, level blueprint. If the other actor has this tag of Kyrie, then we move forward. And what all did we do? We did the health, the coins, we want to do the sign, we want to do these, the checkpoints, we want to do the merchant, we want to do the quest givers, we want to do the checkpoint, we want to do the level loader, so if the other actor has this tag, then we move forward. Sorry guys, I'm having a rough day. If the other actor has that tag, if the other actor has this tag, and there is no point in doing it on the event interacts, because that's a function that only our player has. I don't think NPCs are going to be interacting with each other. Well, you never know with Unreal Engine 5.8. And what else can we do? While we're here, let's make enemy 2. Let's make enemy 1. Let's make both of them check for a tag as well before moving forward. Alrighty, now I'm gonna pause this. Well, first, let's beta test this to make sure that it's functioning as intended. We're taking damage, we're healing, we're collecting coins and reading the sign.
Hey!
We have tried to save our game.
Hey!
We
Bye.
have 3 coins, 2 lives on level 1,
Bye.
100% health. We have not done tags for them yet.
How are you? See you later.
Our merchant is working. Our interactables and quests are working. We have saved, and we have changed levels. Perfect. So I'm gonna pause this and update all the levels that are not checking for a tag right here, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. And we're at about 30 minutes now, so after I'm done with this, we're gonna go through and add tags for the enemies and the bullets, and that's pretty well gonna conclude this update. Alrighty, that's all done. And another thing we're gonna clean up right quick is this is excessive. There's no reason for all this. Let's add mobile released to the input action released and just delete that little guy. Not so much spaghetti. No more mama's spaghetti. That's much better. Compile and save. And next we're gonna have to open up all of the AI enemies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need to open up our ranged bullets. And we're going to do a couple things in here. So on enemy 1, on intelligent enemy, we no longer need Sidescroller character. Let's close that out and open it up again so it's towards the back, a little bit more organized. And on enemy 1, we're going to add a tag called NM1. On enemy 2 self, we're going to add a tag called NM2. And on enemy 3, we're going to add a tag called NM3. Compile, save, compile, save, and on enemy 4, we're going to add a tag called, you named it, NM4. Compile and save. And on enemy 5, we're going to add a tag called NM5. Compile and save. And last but not least, we're going to add a tag on enemy 6. And I'm sure you figured it out by now. We're going to call this NM6. Compile and save. Now, on the projectiles, this is going to get really sloppy. There's no real way around it. We could do reroute node, and then we can take this and move it all to that reroute node. Ugh, I hate that. Now, damn it. How embarrassing. You guys are watching me fumble. Let's get rid of this execution pen, and now we are pasting a tag for Control D for duplicate, 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 and duplicate. We're doing it like this because if the tag is specific to NM1, then we only want to do specifically this amount of damage. And we can, I guess, just add a reroute node here and keep doing it like that. Enemy 3, intelligent enemy 3. Looks fine to me. Alrighty. So I think that's pretty well gonna cover it. Let's move this back. Let's move this back. Let's move these back. And we are going to copy and paste all of these so we don't have to do it again. Compile and save. And we're going to go through all the player projectiles and do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and pause it so you don't have to watch. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. This is going on almost 40 minutes now, so I'm trying to cut out what's possible. And I'll see y'all in just a... I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Alrighty, all done. Last thing we want to do is remove this execution pin, and we're going to take this destroy actor over here. We are going to get rid of the delay, shorten that up a bit. And after it's done its damage, we are destroying it. Pretty straightforward. Compile and save, and again, over here, we're going to remove this delay, shorten up the box just a little bit, remove this execution pin, and pull it over here, because after everything has done its damage, we want to destroy the actor. Compile and save. And one more time. We're going to get rid of this delay. because there's no need for it anymore. And after it has done its damage, we are destroying the actor. So to recap on this bullet, now that it's all been redone, on event begin play, when it's spawned into the world, we're casting to the character and we're making a character reference. Why do we have... oh, for the damage. And then it is checking for a tag, and if it finds one of these 6 tags, it's going to cast to the enemy. It's going to pull the player reference, get the player's damage, and it's going to do the damage function to the enemy, which is right here. After it's done its damage, it's going to destroy the actor. Compile and save. Let's beta test this right quick, just to make sure that it's working. Everything is functioning as it should so far. Enemy 2 has higher health. We're getting our coins. Everything is fine and dandy, as it should be. Cool. So our tags are done. What else was on the update list for this? Tags, destroy bullet, adjust bullet speed. Done, done, done. Tie into modular system, done. Delay for shoot, done. Bullet sprite, bullet speed, done, done. Modular sound, done. Delay variable set for shoot, done. Quest icon, checking for keys, done. We have not done camera fades for smoothing yet. Shoot button, done. Interactables need to use tag, done. Game logo on main menu, done. Fix the animation bug, done. Auto wrap text for sign, done. Alright, that's gonna conclude it. I'm gonna start rolling this up. I'm gonna roll this update to 5.7, and there's a little there's a text color bug that needs to be fixed with that, and then I'm going into 5.8 territory, and I'm gonna send this update on out, and I hope you guys have learned something. I know this is kind of useless, since these updates are gonna be available to you anyway, but I like enabling other developers, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't stumble too much, but it's part of the game, especially if you haven't touched Unreal Engine for 2 months. And I will see y'all in the next one. I think we're gonna switch back up to the 3D RPG template and get some stuff done on that. I've gotten some feedback on it, and I would like to work on the mount system just a little bit. Hope y'all have a great day.